Tom Nook is a character who plays the most important role in the Animal Crossing series. He is termed a raccoon in the Western versions of the game, but a tanuki in the Japanese version. For years, Tom Nook has been dogged by his unsavory reputation. He is an anthropomorphic tanuki who lords over every Animal Crossing save file and has been labeled a villain, a nefarious bandit, and a real estate robber baron, among many other more colorful titles. Nintendo is aware of Nook's reputation, and they think we've all misunderstood the best waiter Dracoon. The producer of Animal Crossing New Horizons, Hisashi Nagami, has said that Nook is a superb guy and fans have misunderstood him. I began to wonder not just about Tom Nook as a character, but also about the audience and their fiery debate. What is it about this raccoon that inspires so much psychological ire? What specifically is it about him that gets people so worked up? Let's start with the facts, what we know about Tom Nook and his past, and work up from there. Many years before the events of the Animal Crossing games, Tom Nook left behind his friends, most importantly Sable, to travel to the big city. While there, he has dreams of success which are quickly broken by the harsh life. He was refused a loan by the bank, and later went into business with an unnamed fox. This resulted in significant conflict and ongoing, unresolved resentment, which is never fully explored. There is a hypothesis that the fox in question was actually Red. After making nothing of himself, he returns to the player's town to set up his store. Nook no longer appears to be friends with Sable. According to Sable, he was a different soul when he came back. Their friendship is affected, and it takes the pair a fair amount of time to repair the relationship. From those descriptions, it could be speculated that Nook was around 18 to 20 when he left home. Tom never married or had his own children, but he did take in two aspirational youngsters, Tommy and Timmy. They work for Nook, and at some point will take over the business. By the time the player meets Tom Nook in Animal Crossing, he is an accomplished businessman, boasting a general store, a realty business, and a land development company. Given the scope of his endeavors, it might have taken Tom Nook around 20 years to reach his present-day success. It might also be possible to estimate Tom Nook's age by referencing Animal Crossing's personality types. Each villager in the games has one of several established personalities which determine the way he or she acts. After some research, fans have proposed a correlation between a special character's personality and age. Interestingly, this theory associates Tom Nook's personality type, cranky, with villagers between 32 and 80 years old. By this theory as well, Nook's age could potentially be somewhere between 38 and 40. Additionally, we can model Tom's experience based on known psychological theories to estimate his age. The psychosocial theory model suggests that at every stage of life, we face a dilemma which we must overcome. Failing to do so can leave us stuck, or with lasting effects that cause psychological dysfunction. If we assume that time in the Animal Crossing franchise timeline has run parallel to the real world, Tom is 40 years old in New Horizons, making him 21 in the original game of 2001. It would appear a lot of Tom's struggles took place during late adolescence, and we even see some through his young adulthood. If he's 21 by the time of the series, that implies his turbulent city years were in his late teens and early 20s. It's likely he left his country hometown prior to age 18, an incredible burden on such a young mind. From ages 20 to 39, we are faced with the challenge of forging strong partnerships and social bonds. This may be romantic or other long-term commitments, including friendships. The alternative is tryst isolation and loneliness. It is my belief that Tom found himself unable to reconcile the inherent juxtaposition between his drive for financial success and his desire for interpersonal closeness and social fulfillment. Part of him even believes he is unworthy of partnership, being loved even, and so on the surface, he puts on a veneer of valuing self-sufficiency above all else, of not needing or in fact wanting praise and the affection of others. So, he never married or settled down, but instead was left with a deep internal lacking that has gnawed at him for decades. To deal with this isolation, he literally creates a family, the town you inhabit, and the villagers therein. He gives them tasks to make them feel productive and busy. He holds tournaments and events to give them a sense of accomplishment and excitement. He sets communal goals to bring them a sense of unity. He tries to make the community feel wholesome, to bring its residents satisfaction. Ultimately, however, their ties to Tom rely on a business transaction as opposed to true emotional bonds. For Tom, a middle-aged man, this is safe. This is what he knows. And of course, now, he can never be abandoned or alone.